To begin with, let us understand the terminologies first. A circle is a set of all points in a plane that are at the same distance from a fixed point called center. A radius of a circle is a line segment joining the center to a point on the circle. In figure A, OA, OB, and OC are the radii of the circle. The circumference of a circle is the distance around the circle. A central angle is an angle formed by the two radii. An arc is a continuous part of a circle. A semicircle is an arc measuring one half of the circumference of a circle. A minor arc is an arc that is less than a semicircle. A major arc is an arc that is greater than a semicircle. In figure A, BC is the minor arc and BAC is the major arc. A chord of a circle is a line segment joining two points of the circumference. In figure A and in figure B, AB is a chord. A diameter of the circle is a chord through the center O. In figure A, AC is the diameter and in figure B, CD is the diameter. A line which intersects a circle in two distinct points is called a secant of the circle. In figure B, EF is the secant. A line meeting a circle at only one point is called tangent to the circle. In figure B, GH is the tangent. Tangent to a circle. A line meeting a circle at only one point is called a tangent to the circle. The common point of tangent and the circle is called the point of contact or the point of tangency. We know that the shortest distance between a point and the line is the perpendicular distance. Hence, the shortest distance between the center of the circle and the tangent is the radius. Theorem: the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Let us draw a circle with center O and AB be the tangent to the circle at P. P is the point of contact and R is equal to radius, which is equal to OP. We need to prove that OP is perpendicular to AB. To prove that OP is perpendicular to AB, it is sufficient to prove that OP is shorter than any other segment joining O to any point of AB. Let Q be the point on the tangent AB other than the point P. OQ intersects the circle at R. Then OR is less than OQ because a part is always less than the whole. But OP is equal to OR because these are the radii of the same circle. Therefore, OP is less than OQ. Thus, OP is shorter than any other segment joining O to any point on AB. Hence, OP is perpendicular to AB. From the theorem, we can conclude that there can be only one tangent at a point to the circle. Next example, a tangent PQ at a point P of a circle of radius 5 cm meets a line through the center O at a point Q so that OQ is equal to 12 cm. Find the length PQ. Let us draw the diagram based on the given information. OP is equal to radius, which is equal to 5 cm. OQ is equal to 12 cm. Since PQ is a tangent, OP is perpendicular to PQ because tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So, angle OPQ is equal to 90 degree. Hence, triangle OPQ is a right angled triangle. Using Pythagoras theorem, OQ square is equal to OP square plus PQ square because hypotenuse square is equal to height square plus base square. Therefore, 12 square is equal to 5 square plus PQ square. 144 is equal to 25 plus PQ square. Therefore, PQ square is equal to 144 minus 25, which is equal to 119. Therefore, PQ is equal to square root of 119 centimeter. Example 4. Draw a circle and two lines parallel to a given line such that one is a tangent and the other one is a secant to the circle. The required solution is as shown in the figure. Here, AB is the given line and a circle with center O is drawn. Line CD is drawn parallel to AB. It is a secant as it intersects the circle at 2 points P and Q. Also, line XY is drawn parallel to AB. It is a tangent as it intersects the circle at only one point R. Let us understand the relationship between the position of a point and the tangent. Suppose a point lies inside the circle. Let P be the point which lies inside the circle. The lines through the point P intersects the circle at 2 points. These lines are secants and there is no tangent. Thus, we can conclude that there is no tangent to a circle passing through the point P which lies inside the circle. Suppose a point lies on the circle. There is only one tangent AB through the point P on the circle. Thus, we can conclude that there is one and only one tangent to a circle passing through a point lying on the circle. Suppose a point lies outside the circle. Let P be the point outside the circle. We have two tangents PT1 and PT2 from the external point P to the given circle. Thus, there are exactly two tangents to a circle through a point lying outside the circle. Theorem: the lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Let us draw a circle with center O and two tangents PQ and PR from an external point P. We have to prove that PR is equal to PQ. Join OQ, OP and OR. PQ is the tangent at Q and PR is the tangent at R. Hence, OQ is perpendicular to QP and OR is perpendicular to RP. This is because the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. In right triangles OQP and ORP, OQ is equal to OR because these are the radii of the same circle. Angle OQP is equal to angle ORP is equal to 90 degree because OQ is perpendicular to QP and OR is perpendicular to RP, property of tangency. And OP is common for both the triangles. Hence, triangle OQP is congruent to triangle ORP because of the RHS congruence. Therefore, PQ is equal to PR. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Corollary: from the above theorem, we have triangle OQP is congruent to triangle ORP. Hence, angle OPQ is equal to angle OPR. Therefore, OP is the angle bisector of angle QPR. Hence, angle OPQ is equal to angle OPR is equal to half of angle QPR. Note, by the angle sum property of a quadrilateral, the sum of the interior angles of the quadrilateral OQPR is 360 degree. Angle O plus angle Q plus angle P plus angle R is equal to 360 degree. Also, angle Q is equal to angle R is equal to 90 degree each. Therefore, angle P plus angle O is equal to 180 degree. Let us solve few more examples. In the figure, if TP and TQ are the two tangents to a circle with center O, so that angle POQ is equal to 110 degree, then find angle PTQ. Given angle POQ is equal to 110 degree, TQ and TP are the tangents to a circle with center O. We know that a tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Therefore, OP is perpendicular to PT and OQ is perpendicular to QT. Hence, angle OPT is equal to 90 degree and angle OQT is equal to 90 degree. Now in the quadrilateral TPOQ, we have angle OPT plus angle PTQ plus angle TQO plus angle QOP is equal to 360 degree by angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Substituting the values, we get 90 degree plus angle PTQ plus 90 degree plus 110 degree is equal to 360 degree, which implies angle PTQ is equal to 360 degree minus 90 degree minus 90 degree minus 110 degree, which is equal to 70 degree. Next example, if tangents PA and PB from a point P to a circle with center O are inclined to each other at an angle of 80 degree, then find angle POA. Here, the angle between the two tangents is given. Whenever the angle between the two tangents is known, we use the angle sum property of a quadrilateral to find the remaining angle. Given PA and PB are tangents from an external point P to a circle with center O. Angle APB is equal to 80 degree. We need to find angle POA. Join OA, OB and OP. PA and PB are tangents. We know that tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Therefore, OA is perpendicular to AP and OB is perpendicular to BP. Hence, angle OAP is equal to 90 degree and angle OBP is equal to 90 degree. In quadrilateral PAOB, we have angle BPA plus angle PAO plus angle AOB plus angle OBP is equal to 360 degree. Substituting the known values, 80 degree plus 90 degree plus angle AOB plus 90 degree is equal to 360 degree, which implies angle AOB is equal to 360 degree minus 260 degree. Therefore, angle AOB is equal to 100 degree. In right triangle OAP and right triangle OBP, we have angle OAP is equal to angle OBP, which is equal to 90 degree. OP is common. OA is equal to OB, radii of the same circle. Therefore, triangle OAP is congruent to triangle OBP by RHS congruency, which implies angle POA is equal to angle POB. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Now, angle AOB is equal to angle POA plus angle POB. Therefore, angle AOB is equal to 2 times angle POA, because angle POA is equal to angle POB. Hence, angle POA is equal to half of angle AOB, which is equal to half of 100 degree. Therefore, angle POA is equal to 50 degree. Example 3. Prove that the tangents drawn at the ends of a diameter of a circle are parallel. Let PQ be the diameter of the given circle with center O. Let AB be the tangent at point P and CD be the tangent at point Q. We need to prove AB is parallel to CD. For lines AB and CD, PQ is the transversal. In order to prove AB is parallel to CD, it is enough if we prove that the alternate interior angles are equal, that is, angle APQ is equal to angle PQD. Let us start with the proof. We know that a tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Therefore, OP is perpendicular to AB and OQ is perpendicular to CD. Hence, angle APQ is equal to 90 degree and angle PQD is equal to 90 degree, which implies angle APQ is equal to angle PQD. For lines AB, CD and transversal PQ, angle APQ and angle PQD form a pair of alternate interior angles. Therefore, AB is parallel to CD. Thus, The tangents drawn at the ends of a diameter of a circle are parallel. Example 4. Prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. Let O be the center of the circle and AB be the tangent intersecting the circle at point P. Let Q be any point on the circle other than O such that PQ is perpendicular to AB. Join OP. We know that the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Hence, OP is perpendicular to AB. So, angle OPB is equal to 90 degree. But by construction, PQ is perpendicular to AB, which implies angle QPB is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, angle QPB is equal to angle OPB is equal to 90 degree. This is possible only when both the lines are the same, that is, when the points O and Q coincide to form the same line. Thus, the perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. Example 5. Two concentric circles are of radii 5 cm and 3 cm. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. Let C1 and C2 be the two concentric circles with common center O. AB be the chord of the bigger circle such that it touches the smaller circle at the point P. Then AB is the tangent to the smaller circle at the point P. We need to find the length of the chord AB. Join OA and OP. OP is equal to radius of the smaller circle which is equal to 3 cm. OA is equal to radius of the bigger circle which is equal to 5 cm. Since AB is a tangent to the circle C1, OP is perpendicular to AB because tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Therefore, angle APO is equal to 90 degree. Also, radius perpendicular to a chord bisects the chord. Therefore, OP bisects AB. Implies AB is equal to half of AB. Mark this as equation 1. In right triangle APO, OA square is equal to AP square plus OP square by Pythagoras theorem, which implies 5 square is equal to AP square plus 3 square. Hence, AP square is equal to 5 square minus 3 square. AP square is equal to 25 minus 9, which is equal to 16. Therefore, AP is equal to square root of 16, which is equal to 4 centimeter. By equation 1, we already have AP is equal to half of AB. Substituting the value of AP, we get 4 is equal to half of AB, which implies AB is equal to 4 into 2, which is equal to 8 centimeter. Hence, the length of the chord AB is 8 centimeter. Example 6. A quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. If a quadrilateral circumscribes a circle, then the quadrilateral will touch the circle at 4 points. We take these points to be the points of tangency of the circle. Given ABCD is the quadrilateral circumscribing the circle with center O. Let it touch the circle at the points P, Q, R and S. We need to prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. That is, sum of the opposite sides of the quadrilateral are equal. We know that lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Hence, from the point A, AP and AS are the two tangents. Hence, AP is equal to AS. From the point B, BP and BQ are the two tangents. Therefore, BP is equal to BQ. From the point C, CR and CQ are the two tangents. Therefore, CR is equal to CQ. From the point D, DR and DS are the two tangents. Hence, DR is equal to DS. Adding them, we get AP plus BP plus CR plus DR is equal to AS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. Rearranging, AP plus BP plus CR plus DR is equal to AS plus DS plus BQ plus CQ. We have AB is equal to AP plus BP and CD is equal to CR plus DR. AD is equal to AS plus DS and BC is equal to BQ plus CQ. Therefore, AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Example 7. In the figure, xy and x dash y dash are the two parallel tangents to a circle with center O and another tangent AB with point of contact C intersecting xy at A and x dash y dash at B. Prove that angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Given xy is a tangent at point P and x dash y dash is a tangent at point Q. xy is parallel to x dash y dash. Also, AB is a tangent at point C. We need to prove that angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Let us join OC. In triangle AOP and triangle AOC, OP is equal to OC. Both are radii of the same circle. AP is equal to AC because lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point A to a circle are equal. OA is common. Therefore, triangle AOP is congruent to triangle AOC by SSS congruency. So, angle AOP is equal to angle AOC because corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. In triangle BOC and triangle BOQ, OC is equal to OQ. Both are radii of the same circle. BC is equal to BQ. Lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. OB is common. Therefore, triangle BOC is congruent to triangle BOQ by SSS congruency. So, angle BOC is equal to angle BOQ. For the line PQ, we have angle POQ is equal to 180 degree. Angle POQ is equal to angle AOP plus angle AOC plus angle BOC plus angle BOQ, which implies angle AOP plus angle AOC plus angle BOC plus angle BOQ is equal to 180 degree. We have already proved that angle AOP is equal to angle AOC and angle BOC is equal to angle BOQ, which implies 2 times angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. Hence, angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree by 2, which is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, angle AOB is equal to 90 degree because angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to angle AOB. Example 8. Prove that the angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the points of contact at the center. Given a circle with center O. Let PA and PB be the two tangents drawn from an external point P. We need to prove that angle APB plus angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. Since PA is tangent, OA is perpendicular to PA because tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Therefore, angle OAP is equal to 90 degree. Since PB is tangent, OB is perpendicular to PB because tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Therefore, angle OBP is equal to 90 degree. In quadrilateral OAPB, angle OAP plus angle APB plus angle PBO plus angle BOA is equal to 360 degree by angle sum property of the quadrilateral. Substituting the values of angles, we get 90 degree plus angle APB plus 90 degree plus angle BOA is equal to 360 degree, which implies 180 degree plus angle APB plus angle BOA is equal to 360 degree, which implies angle APB plus angle BOA is equal to 180 degree. Angle BOA is nothing but angle AOB. Hence, angle APB plus angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. Example 9. Prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is rhombus. Given a circle with center O. ABCD is a parallelogram touching the circle at points P, Q, R and S. That is, P, Q, R, S are the points of contact of the tangents AB, BC, CD and AD respectively. We need to prove that ABCD is a rhombus, that is, all sides are equal. Since ABCD is a parallelogram, its opposite sides are equal. That is, AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. We know that tangents drawn to a circle from an external point are equal in length. From external point A, AP and AS are the two tangents. Therefore, AP is equal to AS. From B, BP and BQ are the two tangents. Therefore, BP is equal to BQ. From C, CR and CQ are the two tangents. Therefore, CR is equal to CQ. From D, DR and DS are the two tangents. Therefore, DR is equal to DS. Adding both sides, we get AP plus BP plus CR plus DR is equal to AS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. Rearranging so that the pair represents a straight line, AP plus BP plus CR plus DR is equal to AS plus DS plus BQ plus CQ, which implies AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Since ABCD is a parallelogram, we have AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. Substituting AB plus AB is equal to AD plus AD, which implies 2 times AB is equal to 2 times AD. Therefore, AB is equal to AD. Now we have AB is equal to AD and AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. Therefore, ABCD is a parallelogram with equal sides. Therefore, ABCD is a rhombus. Example 10. A triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 4 cm such that the segments BD and DC into which BC is divided by the point of contact D are of lengths 8 cm and 6 cm respectively. Find the sides AB and AC. Given a circle with center O and radius OD is equal to 4 cm. Triangle ABC circumscribes the circle. Also, BD is equal to 8 cm and CD is equal to 6 cm. We need to find the lengths of the sides AB and AC. Join OA, OB, OC with dotted lines. Let AB and AC touch the circle at E and F respectively. Join OE and OF with solid lines. OD, OE and OF represent the radii of the circle. Let us start with the proof. We know that the lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. From the external point B, BD and BE are the two tangents. BD is equal to BE is equal to 8 cm. From C, CD and CF are the two tangents. CD is equal to CF is equal to 6 cm. From A, AE and AF are the two tangents. Let AE is equal to AF is equal to x centimeter. Hence AB is equal to AE plus EB, which is equal to x plus 8 centimeter. BC is equal to BD plus DC, which is equal to 8 plus 6 is equal to 14 centimeter. CA is equal to CF plus FA is equal to 6 plus x centimeter. Now we find the area of triangle using Heron's formula. Area of triangle is equal to square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c, where s is the semi-perimeter of triangle ABC and ABC are the lengths of the sides of triangle ABC. Let AB is equal to A, BC is equal to B and CA is equal to C. Perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to AB plus BC plus CA, which is equal to x plus 8 plus 14 plus x plus 6, that is equal to 28 plus 2x centimeter. Therefore, semi-perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to half of 28 plus 2x centimeter, that is equal to 14 plus x centimeter. Therefore, S is equal to x plus 14 centimeter. S minus A is equal to x plus 14 minus x plus 8, which is equal to 6 centimeter. S minus B is equal to x plus 14 minus 14, which is equal to x. S minus C is equal to x plus 14 minus x plus 6, which is equal to 8 centimeter. Substituting these values, we get area of triangle ABC is equal to square root of x plus 14 into 6 into x into 8 is equal to square root of x plus 14 into 48x centimeter square. Mark this as equation 1. We know that area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle OBC plus area of triangle OCA plus area of triangle OAB. We know that area of triangle is equal to half into base into height. Now area of triangle OBC is equal to half into BC into OD, which is equal to half into 14 into 4. Therefore, area of triangle OBC is equal to 28 centimeter square. Area of triangle OCA is equal to half into CA into OE is equal to half into x plus 6 into 4, which is equal to 2x plus 12 centimeter square. Area of triangle OAB is equal to half into AB into OF is equal to half into x plus 8 into 4, which is equal to 2x plus 16 centimeter square. We have area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle OBC plus area of triangle OCA plus area of triangle OAB. Substituting the values, we get area of triangle ABC is equal to 28 plus 2x plus 12 plus 2x plus 16 centimeter square, which is equal to 56 plus 4x centimeter square. Area of triangle ABC is equal to 56 plus 4x centimeter square. Mark this as equation 3. From 1 and 3 we have 56 plus 4x is equal to square root of 14 plus x into 48x. Taking 4 common, we get 4 into 14 plus x is equal to 4 into square root of 14 plus x into 3x, which implies 14 plus x is equal to square root of 14 plus x into 3x. Squaring both sides, we get 14 plus x square is equal to 14 plus x into 3x. Cancelling 14 plus x both sides, we get 14 plus x is equal to 3x. 3x minus x is equal to 14, which implies 2x is equal to 14. Therefore, x is equal to 7 centimeter. Therefore, AB is equal to x plus 8 is equal to 7 plus 8, which is equal to 15 centimeter. BC is equal to 14 centimeter. CA is equal to x plus 6 is equal to 7 plus 6, which is equal to 13 centimeter. Therefore, AB is equal to 15 centimeter, BC is equal to 14 centimeter and CA is equal to 13 centimeter. Example 11. Prove that the opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angle at the center of the circle. Let ABCD be the quadrilateral circumscribing the circle with center O. Let it touch the circle at points P, Q, R and S. AB and CD are the opposite sides of the quadrilateral. Similarly, BC and AD are the opposite sides. We need to prove that opposite sides subtend supplementary angles at the center. That is, angle AOB plus angle COD is equal to 180 degree and angle AOD plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. Join OP, OQ, OR and OS by dotted lines. By the corollary of theorem 2, we know that two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle subtend equal angles at the center. The angles subtended by A at the center O are angle AOP and angle AOS. These are equal. Therefore, angle AOP is equal to angle AOS. That is, angle 1 is equal to angle 8. For convenience, we mark the angles by numbers. Similarly, angle BOP and angle BOQ are the angles subtended by the tangents BP and BQ respectively. Therefore, angle BOP is equal to angle BOQ or angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Angle ROC and angle COQ are the angles subtended by the tangents CQ and CR respectively. Angle ROC is equal to angle COQ or angle 5 is equal to angle 4. Angle ROD and angle DOS are the angles subtended by the tangents DR and DS respectively. Therefore, angle ROD is equal to angle DOS or angle 6 is equal to angle 7. Also, the sum of all the angles around a point is 360 degree. Therefore, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 plus angle 7 plus angle 8 is equal to 360 degree. Since angle 8 is equal to angle 1, angle 3 is equal to angle 2, angle 4 is equal to angle 5, angle 6 is equal to angle 7, we have 2 times angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is equal to 360 degree. Dividing by 2 we get angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. Mark this as equation 1. Also, 2 times angle 8 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 7 is equal to 360 degree. Dividing by 2 we get angle 8 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 7 is equal to 180 degree. Rearranging, angle 7 plus angle 8 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. Mark this as equation number 2. We have angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle AOB, angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to angle BOC, angle 5 plus angle 6 is equal to angle COD, angle 7 plus angle 8 is equal to angle AOD. Therefore, from 1 and 2 we have angle AOB plus angle COD is equal to 180 degree and angle AOD plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. Hence proved. Example 12. A circle touches the side BC of a triangle at P and touches AB and AC produced at Q and R respectively. Prove that AQ is half the perimeter of triangle ABC. Given a circle touches the side BC of a triangle ABC at P and touches AB and AC produced at Q and R respectively, we need to prove that AQ is equal to half the perimeter of triangle ABC. We know that the lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. From B, BQ and BP are the two tangents. BQ is equal to BP. Mark this as equation 1. CP and CR are the two tangents from C. CP is equal to CR. Mark this as equation 2. AQ and AR are the two tangents from A. AQ is equal to AR. Mark this as equation number 3. Therefore, perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to AB plus BC plus AC, which is equal to AB plus BP plus CP plus AC, because BC is equal to BP plus CP. Rearranging, we get perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to AB plus BP plus CP plus AC. Since BP is equal to BQ and CP is equal to CR, we get perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to AB plus BQ plus CR plus AC. CR plus AC is equal to AR. Therefore, perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to AQ plus AR, which is equal to AQ plus AQ, because AQ is equal to AR. Hence, perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to 2 times AQ, which implies AQ is equal to half of perimeter of triangle ABC. Example 13. In the given figure, AB is a diameter of a circle with center O and AP is a tangent. Angle OCB is equal to 25 degree. Find the value of x. Given angle OCB is equal to 25 degree. AP is a tangent. Since the tangent at any point to a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact, we have angle PAB is equal to 90 degree. Also, OC and OB are the radii of the same circle. Therefore, OC is equal to OB. Hence, angle OBC is equal to angle OCB, because angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Therefore, angle OBC is equal to 25 degree, which implies angle ABP is equal to 25 degree. In right triangle BAP, we have angle ABP plus angle BPA plus angle PAB is equal to 180 degree, which implies 25 degree plus x plus 90 degree is equal to 180 degree, which implies x is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree minus 25 degree. Therefore, x is equal to 65 degree. Example 16. Prove that in two concentric circles, the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle is bisected at the point of contact. Let C1 and C2 be the two concentric circles with center O. C1 be the larger circle and C2 be the smaller circle. Let AB be the chord of the larger circle C1 which touches the smaller circle C2 at P. We need to prove that AP is equal to BP. Let us join OP. Since AB is a tangent to the circle C2 at the point P and OP is the radius of the circle, we have OP is perpendicular to AB. Now, AB is a chord of the circle C1 and OP is perpendicular to AB. Therefore, OP bisects the chord AB because the perpendicular from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. Hence, AP is equal to BP. Example 18. In the adjoining figure, common tangents AB and CD of the two circles intersect at E. Prove that AB is equal to CD. For circle 1, AB and CD are the tangents with points of contact A and C respectively. For circle 2, AB and CD are the tangents with points of contact B and D respectively. We know that the lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Hence, for circle 1, AE and EC are the two tangents from the external point E. Hence, AE is equal to EC. Mark this as equation 1. For circle 2, EB and ED are the two tangents from the external point E. Therefore, EB is equal to ED. Mark this as equation 2. On adding 1 and 2, we get AE plus EB is equal to EC plus ED, which implies AB is equal to CD, because AE plus EB is equal to AB and EC plus ED is equal to CD. Hence proved. Example 2. In the figure, if angle AOB is equal to 125 degree, then angle COD is equal to option A 62.5 degree, option B 45 degree, option C 35 degree and option D 55 degree. We know that the opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angles at the center of the circle. Thus, if one of the angle is obtuse, then the other one would be acute. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Side AB subtends 125 degree at the center O of the circle. Its opposite side CD subtends angle COD at the center. Therefore, angle AOB plus angle COD is equal to 180 degree. Implies angle COD is equal to 180 degree minus angle AOB, which is equal to 180 degree minus 125 degree. Therefore, angle COD is equal to 55 degree. Hence, option D is right. Example 3. From a point P, which is at a distance of 13 cm from the center of a circle of radius 5 cm, the pair of tangents PQ and PR to a circle are drawn. Then the area of the quadrilateral PQOR is option A 60 cm square, option B 65 cm square, option C 30 cm square, option D 32.5 cm square. Let us draw a circle of radius 5 cm having center O. P is a point at a distance of 13 cm from O. OP is equal to 13 cm. A pair of tangents PQ and PR are drawn from the external point P. Thus, quadrilateral PQOR is formed. Since QP is the tangent to the circle at point Q, OQ is perpendicular to QP. In right triangle PQO, OP square is equal to OQ square plus QP square by Pythagoras theorem, which implies 13 square is equal to 5 square plus QP square. QP square is equal to 169 minus 25, which is equal to 144. Therefore, QP is equal to 12 cm. Now, area of triangle OPQ is equal to half into base into height, which is equal to half into QP into QO, which is equal to half into 12 into 5. Therefore, area of triangle OPQ is equal to 30 cm square. In triangle OPQ and triangle OPR, OQ is equal to OR, radii of the same circle. Angle Q is equal to angle R, which is equal to 90 degree. Because tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact and OP is common. Therefore, triangle OPQ is congruent to triangle OPR. Hence, area of quadrilateral PQOR is equal to area of triangle OPQ plus area of triangle OPR, which is equal to 2 times area of triangle OPQ, that is equal to 2 into 30, which is equal to 60 cm square. Therefore, area of the quadrilateral PQOR is equal to 60 cm square. Hence, option A is correct. Example 4. At one end A of a diameter AB of a circle of radius 5 cm, tangent XAY is drawn to the circle. The length of the chord CD parallel to XY and at a distance of 8 cm from A is option A 4 cm, option B 5 cm, option C 6 cm, option D 8 cm. Let us draw a circle of radius 5 cm with center O. A tangent XY is drawn at A. A chord CD is drawn which is parallel to XY and is at a distance of 8 cm from A. Since tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact, angle OAY is equal to 90 degree. As XY is parallel to CD, angle OAY plus angle OED is equal to 180 degree because sum of the co-interior angles is 180 degree, which implies angle OED is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree. Therefore, angle OED is equal to 90 degree. Point E is at a distance of 8 cm from A, that is AE is equal to 8 cm. Join OC. OC is equal to radius of the circle which is equal to 5 cm. OE is equal to AE minus OA which is equal to 8 minus 5 which is equal to 3 cm. Therefore, OE is equal to 3 cm. Now in right triangle OEC, OC square is equal to OE square plus EC square by Pythagoras theorem, which implies EC square is equal to OC square minus OE square, which is equal to 5 square minus 3 square, which is equal to 25 minus 9. Therefore, EC square is equal to 16, which implies EC is equal to 4 cm. Since the perpendicular from the center to the chord bisects the chord, CE is equal to ED, which implies CD is equal to 2 times EC, which is equal to 2 into 4. Therefore, CD is equal to 8 cm. Hence, option D is correct. Example 5. In the figure, if O is the center of a circle, PQ is a chord and the tangent PR at P makes an angle of 50 degree with PQ, then angle POQ is equal to option A 100 degree, option B 80 degree, option C 90 degree, option D 75 degree. Given angle QPR is equal to 50 degree. Since the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact, angle OPR is equal to 90 degree, which implies angle OPQ plus angle QPR is equal to 90 degree, which implies angle OPQ is equal to 90 degree minus 50 degree, which is equal to 40 degree. Therefore, angle OPQ is equal to 40 degree. Also, OP is equal to OQ, which is equal to radius of the circle. Therefore, angle OQP is equal to angle OPQ because angles opposite equal sides are equal. In triangle OPQ, angle POQ plus angle OPQ plus angle OQP is equal to 180 degree. Angle sum property of a triangle. Angle POQ plus 40 degree is equal to 180 degree. Since angle OQP is equal to angle OPQ which is equal to 40 degree. Therefore, angle POQ is equal to 180 degree minus 80 degree which is equal to 100 degree. Hence, option A is correct. Example 6. In the figure, if PA and PB are the tangents to the circle with center O such that angle APB is equal to 50 degree, then angle OAB is equal to option A 25 degree, option B 30 degree, option C 40 degree, option D 50 degree. Given PA and PB are the two tangents from the external point P. Since the lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal, we have PA is equal to PB. Hence, triangle PAB is isosceles, that is, two sides are equal and two angles are equal. Hence, angle PBA is equal to angle PAB. Let angle PBA is equal to angle PAB is equal to x. In triangle PAB, angle P plus angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree by angle sum property of a triangle, which implies 50 degree plus x is equal to 180 degree, which implies 2x is equal to 180 degree minus 50 degree. Therefore, 2x is equal to 130 degree, which implies x is equal to 130 degree by 2, which is equal to 65 degree. Hence, angle PBA is equal to angle PAB is equal to 65 degree. Also, OA is perpendicular to PA. Therefore, angle PAO is equal to 90 degree, which implies angle PAB plus angle OAB is equal to 90 degree. That is 65 degree plus angle OAB is equal to 90 degree, which implies angle OAB is equal to 90 degree minus 65 degree, which is equal to 25 degree. Therefore, angle OAB is equal to 25 degree. Hence, option A is correct. Example 7. In the figure, if PQR is a tangent to a circle at Q whose center is O, AB is a chord parallel to PR and angle BQR is equal to 70 degree, then angle AQB is equal to option A 20 degree, option B 40 degree, option C 35 degree, option D 45 degree. Given AB is parallel to PR and BQ is a transversal. Therefore, angle ABQ is equal to angle BQR is equal to 70 degree because alternate interior angles are equal. PQ is perpendicular to QD, hence angle DQR is equal to 90 degree. Since AB is parallel to PR and angle BDQ is equal to 90 degree, QD is perpendicular to AB and it bisects the chord AB. That is AD is equal to BD. In triangle QDA and triangle QDB, angle QDA is equal to angle QDB, each 90 degree. AD is equal to BD because the chord is bisected. QD is common. Therefore, triangle QDA is congruent to triangle QDB by SAS similarity, which implies angle QAD is equal to angle QBD because corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Mark this as equation 1. Angle QBD is equal to angle ABQ is equal to 70 degree, which implies angle QAD is equal to 70 degree from 1. In triangle ABQ, angle A plus angle B plus angle Q is equal to 180 degree. Angle Q is equal to 180 degree minus 70 degree minus 70 degree, which is equal to 180 degree minus 140 degree. Therefore, angle Q is equal to 40 degree. Hence, angle AQB is equal to 40 degree. Therefore, option B is correct.